Dream Journal, entry January 26th, 2014. I'm naked again, and I'm in a hot dog factory, and I'm stealing hot dogs because these little babies are like gold on the streets, and I have two fistfuls of hot dogs. But then suddenly I see this crazy looking demon guy, and he's like, "Hey bro, you know what? My name is Muddy Larry, and guess what? I'm gonna shove you up my butthole." And he then takes a Polaroid picture of my dick and balls, and when the picture comes out, he crumples it up and eats it, and I'm like, "Oh man, this guy means business." So I try to punch him with a fistful of hot dogs, and I try to kick him in his big fiery demon balls, but his penis comes alive and rushes at me, and it's a super strong tentacle penis, and it catches my leg, wrapping around at the knee. It pulls me closer and it begins feeding my leg into his anus, and his eyes are glowing red, and he says, "Succumb to the butt cheeks, become the butt cheeks," and he keeps repeating this, and I'm screaming, and my beautiful hot dogs are scattered all around us, and eventually my entire body is in his asshole, with only my head sandwiched between his butt cheeks, and I just have to hang there like that as he decides to run errands, like waiting in line at the post office, and going to the bank to make a money order, and shopping at Target to get a present for his nephew's birthday next Friday. And it is torture because it is so goddamn boring, and I had to look at his 6-foot penis the entire time, because he drags it on the floor like a dinosaur tail. But then suddenly, he remembers that I'm in his butthole, because he hears me talking smack about the gift he just got for his nephew, and he then does a handstand in the Target parking lot, and he shits me out, and I soar up into the sky, and eventually I'm in space, and I die, because space is stupid, and I wake up, and I realize that I've been sleepwalking, because I'm in my dad's room, and my dad is laying there in his bed, and I've just finished urinating on his crotch, and my dad is staring at me how a homosexual might stare at the final penis in a blowjob competition, and I'm realizing that all of this is because my friends dared me to say Muddy Larry 3 times into a restroom mirror with the lights turned off, and I did it, and I know now to never do it again, and so my dad explodes out of his bed, and there are tears of anger in his eyes as he begins pooping and urinating all over the place because he can't control that kind of stuff when he's this angry, and he beats my ass, and he punches me in my anus like stabbing a chinchilla in the face with a tube of ground beef, and that's pretty much it. Good night, Dream Journal book.